Hello there. I have a little rant. So it's about my old job. It's owned by Hyatt, like the Hyatt Corporation for hotels. And it's in Houston, Texas, Hotel St. Augustine. It's like a luxury hotel in a nice, kind of rich neighborhood area. It's not like I'm doxing them, it's like a public business. In case you don't know, I used to work there. February to like July 2025, I was a dishwasher. Things were going great, everyone was nice. The head chefs, which if you work there now, or if you still want to work there, after what I tell you, they're probably, I don't know if it's doxing. I'm not going to say any last names. All the head chefs were nice, the coworkers were nice. But the longer I was there, the more. So I used to be a good dishwasher, me, another dishwasher, then in the PM shift, the other dishwasher would come. It was going great, but the AM dishwasher, so he was in the dish pit, I was in the sink. So the dishwasher, he moved to night shift, and the PM dishwasher would show up late, like really late, or if he did show up, it was late. He would not show up all the time. They kept him on the schedule for a couple months. And one of the guys, I call him coworker A, an older coworker, who wasn't even dishwasher, he was like front of house. He would help me with the dishes, or help anyone with the dishes when he could. But he himself was not a dishwasher. So even when these two weren't around, he would help me. But on his off days, I would be myself. So the dish pit and the back sink would fill up quick. And I tried to go as fast as I could, but no matter how much I went, fast as I tried to go, I wasn't good enough. And look, Chef Michael, if you decided to try and work there, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, as he's saying. The Chef Michael, he would like get mad at me for going too slow. He would rarely tell me stuff. He wouldn't tell me himself in person, like try to go faster. He would like talk shit about me behind my back to coworker B. Coworker B being a little bit younger than me. I talked to coworker B on Instagram still, even tonight, which is what inspired this video. So coworker B would tell me what they would talk about. And even the day I quit, because it was too much, coworker B like told me how everyone was reacting, and I was like, had a smile on my face knowing they're suffering. Sorry, my arm's dirty. So yeah, Chef Mike. At one time, the guy who owns the restaurant, it's called Perseid. The guy who owns it, Chef Aaron, he like had the news people come in and film him do a segment on him making a dish, and everyone had to be quiet. But I was never told, hey, Chef Aaron's gonna have news people film him. Once they're done filming and leave, you can continue washing your dishes, but please don't wash any dishes because it'll be loud. I was never told that by anyone. And it was like kind of farther away. The dish pit was a little bit far away. I didn't think it would make that much noise. I was washing dishes, like a big metal bowl, and Chef Mike like storms up to me angrily, like grabs me, I turn around smiling, like I thought he was being silly. But he's like he looked mad. He's like, it wasn't communicating shh. It was communicating shut the fuck up. You're too damn loud. Without him saying the words. But the look on his face, how mad he looked, and how aggressive he did that. So yeah, he was kind of rude. He started becoming rude more and more. And there would barely be anyone, like, helping me with the dishes when I got backed up. Sometimes when I was trying to get all the dishes done, they'd be like, Noah, can you help us put orders away? Noah, can you sweep and mop? Noah, can you take out all the trashes? Noah, can you prepare this food? Like, I wouldn't mind doing those when the dishes are low or I don't have any, but a lot of the times it would be when the dishes were full, so I'd have to go do that because they're my bosses. I'd have to listen, and then the dish pit, the sink would get full, and they'd get mad at me for being behind. It's like, you guys put me behind though. So yeah, and like the day I quit, I'm like jumping around. The day I quit, it was like the one day the maintenance guy doesn't show up or isn't working has to be the day that our machine where you put the racks in and it moves and goes out, that wasn't working. And the maintenance guy knew how to fix that, but he wasn't working. It was like the one day of all the days that broke. It had to be when he was gone, so I had to hand wash stuff. So things were going slower. And like near the end of my like shift, another chef called Chef Angel, which he's not an angel. That name is deceiving. He's like kind of rudely saying, "Noah, hurry up!" Like, do you not see how behind I am? And none of the head chefs would help me with dishes. No other like chefs. I understand how they wouldn't help, but like the chefs wouldn't help. There's a reason I'm saying this. So I'd be the only guy until the PM shift guy showed up, and even they would be late. Like, I had one dishwasher, PM dishwasher. He would show up and go walk around, do anything besides set up for the dishes. Yeah. So this Chef Angel guy was cool too. This guy doesn't work here anymore, but he would be the same. His name was Chef Skyler, but luckily he quit because he was kind of rude too. And another guy, he wasn't the head chef yet. His name was Chef Blue, B-L-U. But he became a head chef later on. And he was cool with me too, but there was like one time, probably the same day, he like bumped into me twice trying to get past me. He didn't say behind to let me know he's behind me. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." He's like bumped into me twice. And like people, his nickname was a Lucifer, but so they called him like Lucifer, like the devil, and he didn't care. I guess he liked being called the devil, basically, and no one had a problem with it. So yeah, there's that. And the day I quit, I had singing practice at 5:45. So Chef Angel's like, "No, do you think you could stay after and help clear up the dishes?" I was like, "Oh, I was singing lessons at like 5:45," which was true. I wasn't lying. And I went outside at the end. I didn't have much time. I had to go soon. I like sat down. I could see why I can see this. This is why. I can see why they'd get mad at me. Well, like, I talked with coworker B a bit before I had to leave, and Chef Angel walked out, throwing a box in the dumpster, and he just looks at me like, well, he said you had to leave. Why are you here? Which I get. I'll understand that. But that didn't, actually, a couple days after I quit, coworker B told me my reaction. No, it was the day after I quit, where coworker B told me how everyone was reacting. So it was the day after I quit. But the day I quit, or the day after I quit, I'm getting confused. Coworker B told me, Chef Mike said, "Oh, if I saw him out there when he said he had to go, I would have dealt with him much harder, or he'd be in way bigger trouble with me, or something." I think he's the GM. He became a GM, general manager. So that male chef Aaron, he owns that Perseid restaurant and another restaurant called Navy Blue, I think. So coworker B used to work at Navy Blue. And another thing, there's another head chef that came in sometimes, Chef Jared. I guess one time coworker B messed up at the old restaurant, and Chef Jared rudely asked if he was retarded or something. So this guy who worked with coworker B at Navy Blue, his name's Andrew. He's the GM now, I think. He was cool too at first. Coworker B said he jokes around a lot, but I don't know if he means it. I probably misinterpret stuff, but these people sound rude when they do these things or say these things to me. So one time, we had the cup racks in the little dishwashing machine. So I forgot to take them out a little too long. And Andrew's like, I forgot the exact words. He's like, no, come on, man, get the cups. Don't make me be the bad guy. And another time, he's like, hey, Noah, how's it going? What you been up to? Or something. I said, oh, I'm starting to sing less. What do you think about the Iran and Iraq conflict? As I was answering that, he changed the subject like that. He's like, yeah, cool. I don't care what you have to say. I'm just saying that to seem nice. I guess the day after I quit, coworker B told me, Andrew was like, hey, tell Noah to come back. Tell Noah to come back. Keep working or something. And Chef Michael was mad. Everyone was mad, and it was amazing. I was happy imagining them struggling. The only head chef that was nice to me all the time. Maybe a couple times she had a little bad attitude, but other times she was nice. She would make chocolate cake. She would bring me food in the dish pit. She would talk to me a lot. I talked to her. I'd make her laugh a lot. I actually asked her out once, but that didn't go anywhere, which I'm fine. Because she was a manager and a head chef. The head pastry chef. Her name was Chef Aaron too, but it was spelled differently. She was nice. This will sound bad. Or sound weird. I looked forward to going to work. The day she worked and I worked. I just liked talking to her because she was so nice. And yeah, I don't know. She was, and a couple other chefs that weren't head chefs that may or may not be there still. Yeah, what else? Is that everything I had to say? All my gripes? I think so. So fast forward to today, I'm like, oh, maybe I should talk to the HR lady, get a representative from vocational rehab, talk with Chef Michael, tell everyone my viewpoints and how I felt. And maybe I could apply again as a food runner instead of a dishwasher, because I have more experience food running now. I asked like coworker A, coworker B, if they still work there and like my plan. And coworker B messages me on Instagram. He's like, no, don't apply there. They framed my mom because his mom worked. Coworker B's mom was the manager for a front of house, I think. So coworker B's mom was framed for fraud, I think he said. She was framed for something. So she got fired, unjustly fired. I hope she sues. I should ask if they plan on suing for wrongful termination. They should do that and get a shit ton of money if they want. Yeah, she was framed and fired, and he quit. Coworker A said he's not getting enough hours, even though he's only one of the only guys doing dishes still. So he put in his 2 weeks. I talked to both of them sometimes. 'Cause they were cool guys. I liked them. A coworker C, who was a food runner, he was friends with coworker B. He was cool. Him and his girlfriend were like, they were nice. They left long before them. I maybe talk to him sometimes, not that much. There's a couple chefs I liked, a few. I don't know if they're there or not still. So we're just talking, like, talking about what happened, what's happening. So his coworker B's mom got framed and fired. I guess someone who helped instigate it was coworker D. So I thought coworker D was nice to me a lot. We laughed, cracked jokes. I think he was good friends with Chef Erin, the girl. When I say Erin, I'll be talking about her from now on, not the owner. So him and Chef Erin were cool. He was funny. I was like, oh, he was cool at least. And coworker B's like, no, he was racist. I'm like, oh man, he didn't see it. And he said something like he helped frame like his mom. What did he say? I don't know if it'll end the recording if I check. Then yeah, coworker D was racist. Yeah, coworker B's mom like yelled at him for like misbehaving in front of customers, looking unprofessional. I guess he was mad, so he helped however they framed her, he helped with that to get revenge. I just hope Chef Erin, I hope she didn't know he was like that, and if she found out, she stopped being friends with him. I hope she isn't like that behind the scenes. I hope she didn't find out and was still friends with him. I hope she cut ties. Coworker B said she still works there. I hope she stops being friends with the other head chefs, because they're like all assholes. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Oh yeah, another point. So like before, almost 20 minutes. Yeah, what I said before, like, oh, the head chefs never helped me. So coworker B told me they started helping the dishwashers a lot more after I leave. So I think they just didn't like me. I'm pretty sure they're ableist. Because I noticed that when I was working there, and coworker B said, like, they were a lot harder on me as a dishwasher, but all the other dishwashers they were cool with, especially the PM shift, the night shift dishwashers. Like when I came in the morning and things were messed up or not working, or it was because of the PM dishwashers, but Chef Michael loved them. I think all the head chefs were like picking on me more as a dishwasher, and like the other dishwashers would be on their phone all the time, and I was barely on my phone. I was on my phone only to turn my alarm off or pause my music that I was listening to. Well, all the other dishwashers were on their phone messing around. But if I was on my phone for a tiny bit, I'd get in trouble. So we noticed they were picking on me a lot more. So I'm pretty sure they were ableist. Yeah, they had to be. So I was telling everyone, never mind, I'm not gonna try to play there again, try to work things out. Because, yeah, I don't want to work. They're probably gonna treat me the same again, even as a food runner. So yeah, if you work there, if somehow my ex-coworkers see this, or any new people working there see this, I hope you wake up. I don't know why I'm saying that. I hope you realize maybe that you need to look for a new job and not work for these horrible people. The bigger Hyatt corporate, whatever. I don't know if they know about the actions of the head chefs and how like bad they are, and they just don't care because they have to manage a whole bunch of other more locations. I don't know. Someone should do something. I hope they go out of business there. I hope Chef Aaron stops being friends with all those horrible ableist people. Yeah. And another side rant. When I was in the dish pit, like people would bring me hot pans, and most times they would not tell me it was hot, so I'd burn my hand a lot. And it doesn't feel like they did anything that they would say, "Oh, tell Noah it's hot, please." That's it. They wouldn't. So it kept happening, even multiple times after. I'm like, I like had enough. I'm like, if you give me a hot pan, please say hot. Like I had enough. And still, no one would tell me it was hot a lot of the times. Yeah, the head chefs, Mike, Blue, Angel, they have to be all ableist. Maybe Andrew too. My fellow ex-coworkers, they were pretty nice. And coworker A, coworker B, and C were nice. Seems all the nice people were bullied out, just like I was. And that's why I was like, I'm out of here, I quit. I can't deal with this mistreatment. So yeah, they're probably ableist. They have to be ableist. So if you work at Hotel St. Augustine in Houston, Texas, don't. Just don't. Find something else. Maybe they fire you for a bullshit reason. You can sue them for wrongful termination too. Another thing, my schedule's horrible. Chef Michael is in charge of schedules, but he barely told me anything. So my schedule is all over the place. And some of the managers, like GM, another lady, I don't know if she works there still, but there's a lot. Ask the dishwashers who wants to go home early. Like they send them home early, which I kind of get since sometimes it's slow, but I don't know. That's just my rant. It went on longer than I thought. Just my coworker be telling me all this new stuff that was happening. just made me upset. Because people I thought were cool are not cool. Even more people. Besides the head chefs. I hope something is done. Probably won't be. They're probably high profile in their area. People just eat there and not care about what goes on behind the scenes. What goes on beyond your good tasting food. Yeah, I should probably get to bed. I have church in the morning. It's 3 a.m. Just wanted to rant. Coworker B gave me new insights. Yeah, they're probably ableist. I keep saying that. I gotta get the point through. Alright, thanks for watching. I have to make it exactly 26 minutes because it's gonna bother me. Don't work at Hotel St. Augustine.